WABI TV5 Bangor.
So how do you feel about being here?
Oh, it's awesome.
Great.
Yeah, it's great.
It's awesome.
On TV5 News tonight, the pilgrimage of fish fans.
For and from Eastern and Central Maine, this is WABI TV5 News at 6 with Craig Coulson and Sharon Pelletier.
Good evening. 70,000 fish fans are gathering in Limestone tonight for IT.
That's the name of the concert the band is putting on this weekend. We'll take you up to the county for Fish Mania ahead.
Also tonight, 100 people gather in Oakland today, demanding DHS ease up on True's Pharmacy. The owner is accused of owing Medicaid money to the state. We'll have the story.
And the chainsaws are revving up for the Maine Lumberjack Show. We'll give you a look on TV5 News tonight. But first, the small town of Limestone has suddenly become Maine's most heavily populated community.
A steady stream of people has been working its way north for this weekend's festival featuring the music group Fish. By tomorrow morning, up to 70,000 people will have set up camp at the former Loring Air Force Base.
And that's a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
But just as during the past two Fish concerts, there have been some traffic-related problems. In Hamden this morning, 3 teenage boys were injured when their Ford Explorer went off the interstate and rolled over. 2 of the occupants were pulled from the wreckage by people who came upon the scene. The driver was trapped underneath the wreckage for up to an hour. He was rushed to the hospital aboard the Life Flight helicopter. All 3 are expected to survive. Police say they were heading to the Fish concert from New Jersey. They believe driver inattention caused that wreck this morning.
For the most part, however, traffic has been moving smoothly. Although there are many more vehicles on the road today, they haven't encountered any traffic jams until they reach the Limestone area. From there, the cars stretch as far as the eye can see. But as Alan Grover reports, no one seems to mind, including those caught in the middle of it.
8 a.m. on the interstate north of Mount Katahdin. The fish heads are already on the move. An hour later in Mars Hill, they're moving a bit slower as traffic begins to back up. Local folks tell us the congestion here is not as bad as the concerts in '97 and '98. Still, there are more than enough fans to make this a happy rendezvous between the Mainers and the Fish generation.
Everybody that comes through, they honk, they do. We had a couple of guys come by here last night and this morning about giving us free fish tickets. They wanted us to go with them. It was like, yeah, take us with you.
Today's the beginning of the flood, and we'll have them flooding through on their way out on Monday. So we'll have a better sense of how it impacted us then. After they've all gone, we can check the numbers out.
But no doubt about it, it's a boost for the economy.
Oh, it's a boost for the economy, for everybody.
Noontime outside of Caribou. It's the mother of all traffic jams here. These folks have been in line since 8:30, and they've got a couple more hours to go. And this is the golden destination, the Loring Commerce Center in Limestone, where more than 60,000 fans are expected to show up for the weekend. They'll be taking in concerts on Saturday and Sunday from the band that many feel is the best live musical act in the world.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've seen tons of artists live, even older school guys and stuff, and these guys are just tremendous. You never know what to expect. It's tremendous.
So what do you guys do to pass the time while you're waiting for the concert?
You're looking at it.
There's always, something going on, like in the campground, people hanging out, music, people selling stuff even though you're not supposed to, like food and beer and crafts, and it's like a marketplace. It's pretty cool.
So there's a good time brewing in Limestone, and by the way, you can expect a repeat performance of this scene on Monday when the fans head for home. Alan Grover, WABI TV5 News.
Looks like a great time and more coverage as the weekend rolls along. In other news tonight, the Maine Department of Human Services needs to make major changes to its financial practices. That's the conclusion of a report conducted by the accounting firm of PricewaterhouseCoopers. When released today, Governor Baldacci said despite bookkeeping problems dating back several years, there does not appear to be any theft or fraud, and he said federal money went exactly where it was supposed to go. Problems arose earlier this year when State Auditor Gail Chase announced that she couldn't find evidence of how $19 million in welfare money was used. People rallying in Oakland today were showing support for Robert Nutting and True's Pharmacy. The Department of Human Services says True's owes the state money for Medicaid payments that they never should have gotten. TV5's Don Cookson was there and says True supporters want DHS to ease up on their local drugstore.
Over 100 supporters came out today to let True's Pharmacy and owner Bob Nutting know they want him to stay open. Efforts by DHS to collect Medicaid overpayments threaten to close the store. Nutting says there may have been problems.
We admit that from day one that we may have made some mistakes, and we're willing to sit and go over those figures and make amends for anything that we did wrong.
The amount DHS is trying to get back has dropped from $3.6 million last fall down to $860,000. DHS spokesman Newell Auger.
This is the organization that runs Medicaid program for the people of Maine has taken every step at this point to be as flexible as possible in trying to bring some type of a solution to this matter.
Supporters said they don't like how DHS has handled True's, especially when they have accounting problems of their own.
It doesn't fit good with me at all. Not at all. I think Bob Nutting is the most honest person I ever met.
The rally's organizer says True's is a valuable town resource, and so does the Oakland town manager.
True's goes above and beyond the call of duty, providing services after hours, making home deliveries, taking care of hospice patients.
So the number of people it brings into our downtown is very, very important to the way our whole downtown functions.
Nutting says all he wants is a chance to make it work.
I think we are so close to a realistic settlement that would keep us open. But 2 weeks from now, any settlement will be too late.
Don Cookson, WABI TV5 News, Oakland.
There could soon be some big changes in SAD 48. That includes Newport, Corinna, Heartland, Palmyra, Plymouth, and St. Albans. In a district-wide vote yesterday, residents defeated a measure to approve a new school budget. It was voted down 2-1. School officials say they'll now have to make some drastic cuts, including cutting programs like sports, music, and adult ed. And Nokomis Regional High School may even lose its accreditation.
Tremendous number of teachers and programs that will definitely be cut with this, because, rumor is it that, they want to cut an additional $500,000. What I would like to see happen is I would like to see these people come forth and demonstrate where this can realistically be cut.
George Luigi tells us that the district's adult education program will likely be one of the first things to go as a result of the budget being rejected.
Presidential candidate Howard Dean is bringing his message to Bangor this afternoon. He just arrived at the Bangor Motor Inn for a rally a very short time ago. Amy Erickson is there with more. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Craig. Quite a crowd here, as you can see behind me, about 300 people. Howard Dean actually about an hour and 15 minutes late, but didn't seem to bother this crowd. They didn't have any problem waiting. The folks at the Bangor Motor Inn actually had to move this to a larger building because of the turnout. They certainly weren't expecting this many people, but as we said, Howard Dean speaking for about 15 minutes, expected to go another 10 minutes or so. We'll certainly have all the details of the speech for you tonight at 11.
All right, thank you very much. I see some very excited Dean supporters there in Bangor today, and running on politician time today.
I know, yeah.
Little late.
That's right. And Dean expected to be, by some, believed to be the Democratic frontrunner.
He's in the head of the polls so far.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, still ahead on TV5 News, the amazing Maine Lumberjack Show, an exciting event for tourists and locals alike.
And later, he's been serving people in the Newport area for 50 years now. But today, Dave the Grocer said goodbye. A special retirement party when your local news continues.
Central Maine, this is WABI TV5 News at 6 with Craig Colson, Sharon Pelletier, Chris Ewing with the weather, and Tim Throckmorton with sports. Celebrating 50 years of great TV. We are your local news.
Every night you can hear chainsaws mixed with laughter coming from the woods off the Bar Harbor Road in Trenton. It's a spot where lumberjacks test their skills while providing thrills to spectators. Jody Hersey takes us to the Maine Lumberjack Show.
It's a sound that could melt any man's heart.
All right, lumberjacks are ready. 3, 2, 1, go!
Mix in a little bit of competition and the Maine outdoors, and you have just about every man's attention. But a lot of women come to see these lumberjack competitions, too.
I really thought they would carve critters out of chainsaws. I had no idea.
Christy Cushing had no idea deep in the woods of Trenton she'd find young lumberjacks and lumberjills chopping, axe throwing, chainsaw racing, and darting up 60-foot poles.
Climbing for the green team, let's hear for Sean. And Logan for the red team, let's hear for Logan. All right, contestants ready. 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, cheerman! Beautiful climbing by both of our contestants.
Some call me where the trees are falling.
Folks don't come to just watch the Maine Lumberjack Show, they also come to participate.
On the count of 3, look out there and yell, yo-ho! Okay, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, yo-ho!
I thought it was fabulous. It was so funny. Really good.
Any idea what it would be like?
No, I came from Florida, and we were driving yesterday, and we're like, let's go tomorrow and see it. We had no clue. It was great, humorous, and, informative. Very cool.
And that's what will keep folks coming back, according to Tim Bertina, the announcer and creator of the Great Maine Lumberjack Show.
We add history and comedy and education, but it's non-stop entertainment and always something going on the stage.
So carve out some time and take in the show. Jody Hersey, WABI, TV5 News, Trenton.
I get it. Carve out some time.
Yes, I get it. I've always wanted to bring my dad because he used to be a lumberjack. Years
I did
ago.
not know that.
Yeah.
Looks like a
Now
good time,
you do.
too.
Yeah,
now we do. Yeah. Learn something new every day.
Amy doesn't want me to touch a chainsaw at any time.
No, you with a chainsaw, dangerous.
Yeah.
Accident prone.
Yeah, don't want to lop off any toes or anything.
Gotta be careful.
That'd be pretty bad. Hey, 3,500 Maine runners going tomorrow on the Beach to Beacon down in the Portland area. Get ready for the starting gun. The Beach to Beacon 10K is tomorrow. This race in southern Maine is well respected in running circles, and the race founder, Joan Benoit Samuelson, addressed media and a few world-class runners today. At the age of 95, Johnny Kelly, a legendary Boston marathoner, there he is, will be the Grand Marshal. The race begins at Crescent Beach and ends at Portland Headlight. The race will benefit the Seeds of Peace program in Otis Field.
Well, the athletes love this weather. This is ideal weather for the athletes. The Kenyans might dispute that a bit, but for most of the runners, this is ideal weather. But we love our spectators, so we're hoping that the weather won't discourage the spectators. I really think we're going to be okay.
I don't know. The rain, it's probably not conducive to running fast, but everybody has to run through it, so I don't see it being as a big problem.
Another type of racing, stock car racing, has taken over the Brickyard. The Indy Speedway, known for its Indy 500, is now a popular stop on the Winston Cup Tour. The Brickyard 400 goes on Sunday.
Popular driver.
Behind the Daytona 500, it's probably our second biggest race, so it ranks up there real high, I think.
They have a pretty decent package going to Indianapolis, and all my teammates are running really good right now, and they all tested there and are looking forward to going, and hopefully one of us will be able to pull off a win there. That'd be great.
Andy Santerre heads into the second half of the Busch North season with a comfy lead in the points. Santerre has 106-point lead. Busch North drivers are at Seekonk, Mass. tomorrow. UMaine hockey players Greg Moore and Jimmy Howard are competing for the U.S. team in the evaluation camp this week at Lake Placid, New York. Moore and Howard will play against international competition in this prestigious camp. A group of local women from the Rockport area will compete in a big-time tennis tournament. They call themselves the Deducers, and they will compete in the United States Tennis Association District Championship in Portland over the weekend. Ian Crocker of Portland is the fastest man in the world when it comes to swimming the 100 butterfly. He recently set a world record at the World Championships in Spain. During his childhood, Crocker swam at local pools, including Wallace Pool at UMaine, before winning at the international level.
I mean, I was just hoping to go 51, and
to go 50.9, that was just unreal to me. And I mean, you looked up at the board, and I was like, is that a typo?
With all the excitement surrounding the Red Sox, it's easy to forget about the Patriots. Bill Belichick and the boys are full steam ahead at training camp continues.
From the end of last season, from the end of the Miami game, coaches and the players and the football organization has worked hard to improve this team in a lot of different ways, and we've put a lot of hours, time, effort, energy, and thought into how we can improve the football team. And now's our first opportunity really to get on the field in full pads and in contact and start to see those things manifest themselves.
I believe the Pats and Giants' first preseason game next Thursday, if I'm right.
Already, huh?
Yeah, there's actually a game tonight on ESPN too, but you got to wake up at 5 in the morning because they're playing over in Tokyo. But yeah, first game, preseason game tonight.
Set the VCR.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks, Keith.
And Maureen McCann in for Chris Ewing tonight. And Maureen, we want a good forecast because we have Bangor State Fair, Lobster Festival continuing, and fish up north.
All kinds of stuff.
That's right. We've got a lot going on, but weather is not going to cooperate totally this weekend. Not a total washout, but unfortunately, sun is going to be rather hard to come by. A little humid, too. Of course. Hi, everyone. Welcome back and good evening. Well, if you are heading north to the IT Festival this weekend, perhaps you're waiting until the traffic dies down tonight because the first set doesn't start tomorrow till 5, I believe. You may see some fog tonight on the roadways, of course, lots of traffic, so keep that in mind. Rain tomorrow morning, heaviest, and then tapering off to showers. Unfortunately, sun is not going to be making that much of an appearance this weekend, but I've been to a fish concert before, and I know that rain is a good thing because showers are hard to come by when you're camping for 4 days. However, that'll also lower our pollen count this weekend as we see some rain move into our area, and the mold spore count is running at moderate right now. So we have the rain and the humidity working their way northward right now ahead of a warm front. And we'll see the steadiest rain occur tomorrow morning, earlier in the day. And then, unfortunately, like I said, we won't see a lot of sun this weekend, but Sunday looks to be the drier of the 2 days. We may see some more showers pop up later on in the afternoon. We're currently at 67 in Bangor. Warmer to the north. Clayton Lake is at 72 right now. Cooler along the coast. Dew points at 56 right now in Bangor, but as the warm front starts to lift north, we'll see our dew points rise as well as we see an increase in humidity move into our area. Here comes the showers lifting north again ahead of that warm front. Bangor, we're seeing some light sprinkles right now. There's more moisture off to the south. We saw some heavier rain this morning. Portland picked up about a ½ an inch. Here's that warm front moving towards New England. High pressure brought us such a great week, and that's now moving off to the east, and that's going to allow the southwesterly flow bring in the humidity and the threat for showers for the next couple of days. Unfortunately, the weather pattern is not going to change much for the next couple of days as we have an area, a low pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere spinning over the Great Lakes right now, and this really isn't going to move much. It's going to just be sending waves of energy into New England, bringing along with it the threat for showers. Every now and then, we're not anticipating a total washout out of this, but just over the next couple of days, showers here and there. Keep your umbrella handy. You will need it. And it's not going to be for a couple of days that high pressure really makes a comeback and gives us some nice weather. I'll have your written forecast when we're back. Well, if you're heading out onto the waters tomorrow, don't anticipate any advisories to be posted. However, just watch for the reduced visibility tomorrow morning and any rain and also the patchy areas of fog will see wave heights around 3 to 4 feet with just a light easterly wind becoming south later on in the day. So for tonight, the periods of rain off and on. You may hit a shower, you may not. Patchy fog as our lows drop down tonight to between 59 and 64 degrees. We'll have a light southeasterly wind only around 5 miles per hour. Now I anticipate the rain should be steadiest in the morning hours, and then that'll taper off to some scattered showers in the afternoon. Highs tomorrow a little on the chilly side. We should be around 80 degrees this time of year. We'll see between 72 and 77 for our daytime highs with our winds out of the southeast once again around 5 miles per hour. The humidity is going to be with us throughout the weekend, unfortunately, and also the threat for showers each day. Sunday I anticipate to be the drier of the 2 weekend days, but it's not going to be a spectacular day by any means. We should see some showers and thunderstorms even return in the afternoon, and then look at Monday through Wednesday. It's a rather stagnant weather pattern with the mostly cloudy skies and the chance for showers each day and humid, so not the best forecast to present, but
I guess. So well, you're the bearer of bad news
I
today.
know, I'm sorry.
But we're glad you're here anyway. Thanks, Maria.
Thanks.
We'll be right back. If you've ever been to the Newport Shop and Save, chances are you've met Dave Cook.
He's been working there since the day it opened back in 1953. Today, Dave decided to call it quits after 50 years on the job.
As Amy Erickson reports, the customers say grocery shopping won't be the same without him.
If you don't crush their food, if you crush their food, they're going to come back ugly. Take my word for it.
Dave Cook knows a thing or two about bagging groceries. He's been doing it for 50 years. Dave Cook started working for my father in 1953 when he founded this company. He has been here ever since.
In that time, Dave's done everything in the store, from cutting meat to stocking shelves, but it's his personality that's captivated the customers all these years.
You've never crushed anyone's eggs, have you?
You don't pay though. Because they're going to ban them at you.
After all these years, I got to give your cash. I won't see you again.
Okay, dear. You take care.
Good man. Good man.
You take.
Dozens of customers flooded the store today to wish Dave well in his retirement. At 5 o'clock, he punched out for the last time.
I've got a card for you, and I want to wish you a happy retirement. He is the best. I'm going to miss him, though. I'm going to have tears in my eyes, because you really feel he's a part of it. He sure is.
But not to worry, they haven't seen the last of Dave. He does his own grocery shopping here, so he plans to come back and visit. And he's already got big plans for his retirement.
Go fishing. That's my main objective right there. Take my grandson the way we're going to go.
Amy Erickson, WABI TV5 News, Newport.
Sounds like a good plan, too.
Yeah, and I guess he had a limousine take him home tonight.
That's great.
I know, that's awesome.
Good luck to you, and we hope you enjoy the years ahead.
Yeah, hope you catch lots of fish.
There you go. That is the news of this hour. We thank you for joining us. I'm Craig Colson.
And I'm Sharon Pelletier. Good night for WABI TV5 News.
Happy birthday, TV5, from Frank's Bake Shop in Bangor.